back to yet another video, and to one of my favorite videos to do every year. This is, of course, the 2023 Christmas haul. Love doing these videos because I love being able to give all of you guys a preview of what's going to be coming up on the channel in the next few weeks, showing off all the really cool cars that I got for Christmas that I'll be reviewing over the next few weeks on the channel. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. If you celebrated it, hope you've been having a great holiday season, and yeah, let's get into this. I'm very excited. We have 12 cars this year, which is a lot. Usually it's like 6 to 8, and this year we have 12 cars to take a look at. So I'm very, very excited. As always, a massive thank you to my parents for always being so generous with gifts for me and navigating the minefield of cars collecting for a month when I am not. Now, usually I don't put cars from the current year on my list, you know, but with how rocky 2023 has been, with all of my targets being a year behind, I filled this list with 2023 releases as well as a plethora of older cars, and I'm very excited to show you guys all of the cars. As per usual, we're going to be going in chronological order by release and also by project, starting off with cars from the first movie, and then Cars Tunes and Cars 2. No Cars 3 items this year, also no planes. I decided, honestly, to just kind of give up on planes. Robin sent me a ton of planes earlier this year, and the planes diecasts are all so expensive now. I'm very content with where my planes collection is. I also didn't really ask for any TROC cars, which I've been doing for the past few years, because those are also getting wildly expensive. But before we get into the diecasts, I have one really funny item that I have to show off first. This is a Lightning McQueen bottle of juice. Found this in my stocking. It was very funny. So for context, my mom is always on the lookout for items I could feature in weird products. I learned about the Cars Christmas tree set through her because she had seen it. And a few weeks ago, she texts me that she's in some grocery store and they have all these weird Cars juice bottles with Lightning, Jackson, and Cruz. And I was like, oh, that's really funny. And what I didn't expect was to get one for Christmas. She told me she wants me to review this juice bottle. So, just because it's a weird product with this weird spoilerless Lightning McQueen up top. So, I'm very excited for this. As you can see, it's good to grow, so I'm going to grow up to be a strong and healthy boy, which is always good to know. 100% juice fruit punch. So, I'm very excited to review this. You guys know I love a good weird cars product. So there you go. Its expiration date is January 12th, 2024, it says down there. So I think we're gonna have to be reviewing this guy soon. Anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's begin with the actual diecast. For our first item, we're gonna be taking it all the way back to 2008. For Sally with Cone. Sally with Cone was quite a rare item for quite a while until they just re-released her in 2017 in a 2-pack with a regular old McQueen, which has allowed her single to be pretty common nowadays. I have most of the Sally variants. Pretty sure I have all of them now, with the exception of like the lenticulars, the regular Precision series. I have the light up but not the regular, and her original color changer. But this is sort of the last major Sally variant that I needed. Sally, of course, when she gets the cone knocked on her. Also one of the first ever Sally variants. Always love reviewing a 2008 item. It's not often we do it here on the channel, but this is definitely a pretty fun one. Always nice to get another main character variant, especially for someone like Sally, who I'm not missing all that many variants of. Now, our next item from the first cars is, oh wait, hold on, if we're putting all these things in the background, we gotta put the juice back here too. Okay. That's gonna be front and center on the thumbnail, I better do that. Our next item from the first Cars movie takes us to 2010, and it is an item I've wanted for a long time, purely because it's one of the weirdest, stupidest releases in Cars diecast line history. I always talk about how I love like weird niche releases everyone forgets about, And one of the ones I always forget exists is Fred with fallen bumper. This guy is just an oddball, okay? Now, as we all know, in 2008 or so, Fred was shrunken down. They made a small Fred. He was way too small, and it wasn't corrected until last year. Also, in, I believe, 2008, they made Fred with bumper stickers from that one shot at the end of the movie where he has bumper stickers all over him, and that was a chase release. In 2010, they decided, we're going to do a chase, a lenticular chase, of Fred with fallen bumper, since his bumper's always falling down and falling off of him. And then they made this. The bumper is barely fallen, and he still has the bumper stickers on him. Now, his bumper does fall down when he has the bumper stickers on him, but I always thought the inclusion of the bumper stickers here was just so weird. It's also lenticular, it's small Fred, it barely is what was advertised. All of these strange aspects combined to make this, in my opinion, just one of the weirdest Cars diecasts. I don't have a regular small Fred, a regular lenticular Fred, or the original Fred with bumper stickers. Now I can get them all combined into one very, very strange release. Gotta love Fred with fallen bumper. What is the deal with him? Anyway, I kind of consider these next two items Cars 1-ish expanded universe. We're going to have to jump all the way up to 2023 for these next two, with, of course, the Disney Anniversary, Mater, and Doc. I never found these two in the store, so I'm very excited to finally get these guys and complete my set of D100 cars. Yeah, so here's the thing. You know, I said that I had asked for a lot of 2023 items, and I forgot to mention none of the cars here are actually ones from On the Road. There are a few more 2023 items, but they aren't ones from On the Road, so you'll have to stick around and see what those are. And that's because most of the Cars on the Road releases from this year that I missed are super expensive online now, and I didn't think it was really worth it, you know, since most of them are getting re-released for 2024. Most of the ones I'm missing will be back next year, so I wasn't really asking for On the Road items unless, like, somebody found them in a store, you know? Cars like, I think Randy is getting a 2024 re-release. Adam Rodriguez, who I really want, he has been re-released recently. So, you know, a lot of Cryptid Buster Mater, I'm pretty sure, is coming back. Chief Dis and Jeremy are coming back for 2024. So, a lot of the on-the-road items are coming back. So what I made sure I asked for were the Disney 100 cars, because these guys are probably never coming back, right? So made sure to complete my set. I love these, especially Doc. He might be my favorite D100 car. I don't really like the Mater that much. I'm really tired of them doing brand new Maters. Just make a regular Mater, guys. Why is it brand new Mater? Doc, though, probably my favorite in the entire set, and one of my most anticipated releases of all 2023. So I'm super excited to finally have him. Now that we're done with the Cars 1 stuff, it's time to move on to Cars Tunes, where we have what honestly might be my favorite item of this entire haul. I am hyped for this one, guys. It's the Tormentor's Biggest Fan. I love this car. He's one of those cars that I always thought was like super rare, and then I looked him up, and he wasn't really all that expensive online in the grand scheme of things. He wasn't that expensive. I think he was going for like $15 on some listings. I love this car. I have no clue. You guys are never going to see it after the review. You know, there is no place this guy could fit into my Cars Adventure series. If you have a good idea, let me know in the comments. But this car I absolutely love. Tormentor's Biggest Fan. It's such a fun release. It's such a screen accurate release. It's just super cool to get. Super cool to get. Love getting new Cars Tunes items. I don't know what else I could say about this guy, but he is such a fun release. Probably my favorite item from this haul. Anyway, our last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items are all from Cars 2. So going chronologically means we start with this guy right here. This is Officer Murakami, a Japanese police car that I believe appears in the airport. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. He was a chase in, I want to say 2012. Yeah, he's number 32, so I believe he'd be in 2012. Pretty nice release. Yeah, pretty sure he was Japanese airport security. You guys know I love my Tokyo background characters. Definitely find a use for this guy outside of just the review. Up next, we have one that's, I guess, sort of a Cars 2 release. If I really wanted to, I could say he's Cars 2 Expanded Universe, but I decided not to because it's not the most interesting item in the world, and if I put it as Cars 2 Expanded Universe, it would be the last thing I showed you guys, because I would have Cars 2 EU after Cars 1 EU. So we're going to show it off now. Silver Francesco. Yeah, so of course retcon to be an Expanded Universe release later on. This is his original release, and I don't have that many Silver Racers. I guess technically, I know I said I didn't ask for TROC cars. Technically, this is a TROC car because of the retcon. But yeah, I always love getting new Francesco variants since he has quite a few, and I don't have all that many. And I just really like how he looks, turning that red silver. A lot of the Silver Racers are pretty hit or miss, especially those that don't have much silver on them. Francesco doesn't have that much silver on him, but he is a really, really solid looking release in my opinion. But that's not the only special edition World Grand Prix car we have, because we also have Metallic Jeff Gorvette. This guy looks clean. He looks really, really nice and shiny. I love that almost golden sheen to him. I can't believe my parents traveled all the way back in time to go to Toys R Us just to get me this for Christmas. Thanks, guys. No, for real. This is a really, really cool release. I reviewed Metallic Nigel a year or two ago. I think about 3 years ago now. Jeez, where's the time going? And it's always so weird how huge these bubbles are. Why are they on deluxe card backs? Like, we get you want them to seem special, but still, really not necessary to be this big. But yeah, I just really loved how this looked. And I put it on the list because I realized it wasn't too expensive. I was like, I really like how this looks. May as well. And now I'm very, very happy to own it. Anyway, we now move from 2011, 2012 to 2015 with Manny Rodriguez. Not Adam Rodriguez, Manny Rodriguez. They're reusing last names. Oh no, I think they're running out of name ideas. Just kidding. They probably have been for years. There are only so many car puns in the world. I'm just kidding, of course. This guy, part of the 2015 Palace Chaos series. I always say that I love characters that could just pass for generic background cars, modern day vehicles. Manny Rodriguez is definitely one of those. Not the most interesting car in the world, but one of those just regular background characters. And I don't have any like regular background London cars that aren't like the British police cars or Sergeant Highgear or Topper Deckington III or Chauncey Fair. So it's really nice to just have a generic blank London Palace car. So yeah. Speaking of London cars, you're going to notice a theme with London cars here, which was not the intention. It's Brian Fuel! I love this guy because he just looks like a human person. Okay? This car terrifies me because he just looks like he looks too human, okay? He's got his face, his mustache, he's got his suit and his arms because he's a pity. I have so many funny ideas for this guy being like a disgruntled British bar owner in Cars Adventures. Brian Fuel, absolute icon. This is a release that I genuinely like, do not like the design of, and that's why I wanted him. Because he just like, he looks so, like, he how he looks makes me uncomfortable, okay? He looks too little like a vehicle in my opinion, and that's why I wanted him. Because he's so weird. There he is, Brian Fuel. Can't wait to use him some more. There you go there. And then we jump up from 2015 to 2023 for our last two 2023 items. Up first, we have Mark Wilson. I told you there was a London theme. Completely unintentional. Great re-release this year. There are so many British police cars that we've gotten for Cars 2. Look, you can see another one on the back of Manny's packaging here. And it was good to see one of them come back this year. This was purchased online. My stores did not get it in, but I actually knew about this one ahead of time, this and the next car, because I found them both for really good prices online and just told my mom, hey, can you just order these? Since every other listing, she said, had been very expensive. Anyway, our final item is another personal favorite of mine, Miles Axelrod with Open Hood. One of the best re-releases of the year, if not the best re-release of the year. This year's Chase re-release is a really, really great one. I have heard that his hood struggles to stay up, which you can actually see it a little bit. That's a little concerning. But, yeah. Miles looks a bit too happy for what just happened to him, especially compared to here, but it is really, really great to get, and I'm very excited to take a look at this guy. And there you have it, everyone. The full, let me take this off the tripod. 2023 Christmas haul. I'll be putting up polls on my community tab soon so you guys can vote for what order I review these items in, but let me know in the comments which of these you want to see reviewed first so that we can get started. Probably going to start with one of the 2023 cars. But yeah, let me know which of these items is your favorite. I hope you all say the juice bottle. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.